What's up, everybody? Noah Kisser back here for your review and spoiler thoughts on the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Episode 5, called Truth. Sam Wilson, Bucky Barnes, Baron Zemo, John Walker, and Carly must all deal with the fallout from their actions. There's only one action scene in this episode, and it's at the very, very beginning. It is with the trailer that we saw that came out for the 5th episode, where we knew Sam, Bucky, and Walker were going to get into it. Walker is... wow. Walker is now stripped away of his Captain America title. Here comes in Valentina, played by Julia Louis-Dreyfus, who's going to have something to do with him potentially, and probably ending up as Super Agent. As the Super Agent. Zemo is no more. In this series, he ends up being taken away by the Dora Milaje. And now Sam and Bucky are going to have to figure out... Actually, I'm not going to get into that. This one is more of a building the friendship, the brotherhood of these two characters. This episode is so well written that, is it the best episode in my opinion? No, this is the second best episode of the series. Last week's episode was just so well done. I loved it more. But, with that being said, the action in this episode was just so great that I have to give it props for that. Is it my favorite show that Disney Plus has ever done? Is it my favorite episode that they've ever done? No, I personally think that the best episode of television that they've done is the Season 2 finale of Star Wars The Mandalorian. That's what I think. The second season finale was the best episode of television they've ever produced from Disney Plus, or for Disney Plus. That could change with next week's episode, the season finale. A Loki episode could dethrone it. An episode of The Bad Batch could do it. The Book of Boba Fett could do it. But this episode gave us a lot to look forward to next week. How are they going to tie it all up? With a nice pink, red, white, and blue bow? Well, Sam ends up with the shield. And there's the great scene. We saw that Sam and Bucky were throwing it around in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier trailer and in many, many YouTube ad spots. That was one of the things that we saw. That's a great scene. We do see Sam Wilson or Falcon throwing around the shield and basically learning how to use it. Basically making him the new holder of the shield. Bucky gives it to him. He doesn't just take it. Bucky gives it to him. 1 minute, guys. I'll be right back. This episode completely changed my mind about this series. Well, the last two episodes did. The last episode got me to really enjoying the episode and looking forward to the next episode. This one really got me into the show. Sadly, there's only one episode left. And I feel like there's been 3 good episodes and 2 meh episodes. I didn't really care for episodes 2 or 3. John Walker just turned heel. We did know and had a great feeling that John Walker was going to turn heel and become a bad guy. Is he going to be a villain? Probably not. They could do a show based around him. But let's just say that I'm very shocked to see Julia Louis-Dreyfus in the MCU. I knew nothing about her Valentina character. I'm not that well versed into the Marvel comic books or even in the DC comic books, but I will say that this episode was really, really good. Zemo is no more. Bucky and Sam throwing around that shield, and Bucky with the great comedy, given the great comedy scenes with flirting with Sam's sister. Tremendous. I really enjoyed that. How is EO? What is EO going to have to do next episode if she's in the next episode? Are we finally going to get the scene where Bucky goes up to the old man and has that conversation with the old man, telling him, I murdered your son. I am the one who murdered your son. If they do not stick that landing, I am going to be so, so mad. Because you teased that from the very beginning. You need to say, hey, I am the one who killed your son. That's what you need to do the next episode. I don't care what happens with John Walker. I don't care what happens with Sam. Give me that scene and the series will be complete. That's all I want. I will see all of you guys next time for my review of episode 6, the season finale. And I will be calling it the season finale because we don't know what's going to happen with this series. Could this be a running series? I don't think WandaVision is going to get a second season with Vision and Wanda in their sitcom universe with everything. Could we get the sitcoms? I think we could. That would be tremendous. You could draw this out. You could give me a couple episodes from the 1950s in just sitcom form. You don't need the Marvel twists. Give me the 60s, give me the 70s, give me the 80s, and give me the 90s, and give me the early 2000s. You could do that. You could easily do that. Because you did it so well just for one episode. How about you do a couple episodes with just the sitcoms and not worrying about the Marvel twists, about the Marvel surprises? Just give me the sitcoms, and that's what you can call it. WandaVision, the sitcom episodes, because there were more episodes. Is Loki going to be as good as this episode? This show. I think so. I think Loki's going to be a better show. I think it's going to be a tremendous show. I love Loki as a character. Now, next time on this channel, up next will be my review of the new Lionsgate film starring Jack Dylan Grazer from It Chapter 2, Shazam, and Rainn Wilson called Don't Tell a Soul. I will see all of you guys next time.